So I want to talk about this woman that I was talking to on the dating site because I get sidetracked or whatever. So like I said, I don't swipe on anybody. I just have my profile out there. If somebody likes my profile and I am attracted, I'll swipe on them. And then in my profile I say, I will not message you first. I will not. So she ended up messaging me first. This woman was pretty decent looking, especially for a 55-year-old. She didn't look like she was 55. She looked like she was early 40s or something like that. And like I said, I don't care about dating a woman that's older than me. I don't care. So like I said, women usually ask, like the second message, they always ask, what do you do for work? So I explained her my situation. I said, my kid, it's his first job. This is what I do for now. I don't really care about what I do. It doesn't matter what I do for resources. I'm just doing for now. I work, I take care of myself. And then she unmatched me. This woman had no kids. She looked like she was pretty well off. And that's what I'm saying. These women are like, they're gonna be alone. That's what they want. And, you know, I had a friend tell me like I should talk about how older men are feeling this too. The problem is the difference between older men and younger men is older men have resources. They have experience. They've probably dated, or they had kids, or they had a family. What I'm saying with the youth, young men, when society continues to hate young men, hate on young men continuously, these kids have no prospects for any type of family, any type of relationship. They're hopeless. And to top it off, they're never going to get ahead. That's how they feel. They're never going to get ahead. They're never going to do anything with themselves. They're never... If you work a regular job and you have no skills, you have to work an obscene amount of hours to get by. And a lot of people are already working a ton of hours just to get by. Like currently, I've seen a statistic that said here in Michigan, it takes around $23 an hour just to get by, just to cover your bills. And that's what I do. I'm just covering my bills. I feel hopeless. I feel like this life is pointless. And I have kids out here, and they're in this situation. Mind you, I don't want to talk, I want to go too in depth about it. But a lot of kids don't have a good father figure. A lot of kids don't have any support system from their family at all. So when you have no support system, the boomers are so like stuck in their ways. They feel like the youth is lazy when they are the ones that created the problem. It's so funny to me when these boomers, and I've heard, I don't want to go into depth about people, but I've heard like boomers complain about young people being lazy, right? Like they complain like these kids are so lazy. It's like, who the fuck raised these kids? And if it was Gen X that raised these kids, who the fuck raised Gen X? You motherfuckers did. And I'm sitting here like when they're sitting here saying, oh, they're so entitled, they're so spoiled. And I'm thinking to myself like, you are fucking spoiled. You were entitled as a kid. They're sitting here in some type of la-la land like, yes, kids have more materialistic stuff than they might have as a kid, you know, the video games and all that shit. But these baby boomers' parents literally had fucking nothing. That's why they ended up like spoiling them and giving them all this shit, because they wanted to give them a better life. And these fucking baby boomers take that shit for granted. They don't live in reality, man. Most people don't even fucking live in reality. I mean, these kids are so fucking pissed. Seriously, look at their faces, man. Look at them in the eyes. I remember seeing this video of this kid out to eat with his parents, and he had one of those dog masks on. You know, he's like sitting there eating his pancakes, like making like weird fucking noises. And like, I'm sitting there like, I feel bad for that fucking kid, man. I feel bad. And I seen his eyes, because he looked up. And there's nothing there. There's nothing there, man. And that's what I'm saying. These kids, they're being raised with no empathy. And when it's not gonna take much for people to fucking snap. It's not gonna, the government will not stop printing money. And frankly, I don't think that they have any other choice. I think what they should do is cut government. They need to cut a lot of, like, dude, this isn't even a fucking, like, you know what, I'm sitting here listening to these fucking idiots on the right saying like this is a capitalist system. It's a mixed system. Like, you know how many people are on welfare? Like, this is a socialist capitalist system. Like, we are turning into fucking China. Whatever China has, that's what we're going towards. And it feels pointless. Like, okay, this is what I'm saying. For me, I don't care. I'll go into the pods and eat the bugs. I don't give a fuck at this point. Because when I say that, because it's better than whatever the fuck this is. What this is a fucking prison. But it fucking sucks. At least in the pods, at least I can create some shit. What it feels like living in this fucking reality, and I've said this before, reality is for fucking rich people. If you're rich, reality's great. All these rich people are just like hoarding their assets, they're hoarding their fucking money, and then they expect people to serve them, working all these fucking hours, creating all this resentment against them, and at some point it's gonna fucking blow up. It's gonna fucking blow up, man. And these kids, they're, like I said, they don't have any empathy. They're not gonna give a fuck. They literally don't give a fuck. When I go up on X, this is just me, and I every fucking day I grow more and more hate towards the left. Every fucking day. Why is that? Because these people are so fucking out of touch with reality, and they continue to gaslight you. That is what these rich people are doing to these kids. Oh, you fucking have it so much fucking better. At least you had a community, bitch. Yeah. We have access to food. We have access to medical care pretty quickly compared to the old days. I'm so tired of hearing people compare what we have now compared to the old days. In the old days, they had a community. They actually had people that actually give a fuck about them. They actually had families that give a shit about them. We live in a society where people only give a fuck about themselves. And it's getting worse. It's a self-interest society. it's cool to want better things. It's cool. It's cool to want to have a better life. But how big of a fucking house do you need? Like, seriously, for what? Me personally, I don't give a fuck about materialism. Man, I just want to be able to, if I didn't have to drive anymore, I'd be so happy with that. Where's the 15-minute cities? Where are they at? They ain't nowhere. We're just gonna destroy this shit? Then what? Like, the whole eat bugs and you'll fucking be happy or whatever is fucking bullshit, man. We don't have the technology there. If you look at video games, they're fucking stagnant. They're not getting any better besides maybe graphics. But when I'm in a video, I want to be able to go up there. I want every fucking character to be AI. I don't want no NPCs. The NPC fucking storyline bullshit, fuck that shit. That's so fucking outdated. I don't care about watching fucking movies, man. I want to interact with fucking AI. I want to interact with AI characters. It's not there. It's fucking not there. And you expect people to, one, live in this digital reality, which we are going towards more and more every fucking day. You know, I was looking at my fucking, I posted right on my X. Go look at it. I showed, like, last week how much time I fucking, how much, it shows, man, if I could talk. It shows, like, how much time I spent where on my phone. And mind you, the YouTube, when I listen to, when I have YouTube on or Rumble, I'm not watching it, I'm listening. So I'm probably playing a video game, or I'm just listening. I don't fucking watch this shit. I don't understand what people, oh, look at your it's too dark. It's not about, like, what the fuck do you need to see, man? Like, it's about what I'm saying, not how I fucking look. Who gives a shit? But I spent like 41 hours on X. That is my direct attention last week. That's a full-time fucking job. And then right now, like, I justify that because this is the most important election ever. And I'm so tired of it becoming, every fucking election is the most important ever. This one is, though. This is make or break. This, if a Kamala gets in there, this shit is fucking done. And most people, they either don't give a fuck because they're not hurting bad enough, but this is it. So, like, I justify myself being on X. And after this election, I'm going to pivot myself. Whatever happens, I'm pivoting to something different. Because I'm not going to keep trying. I put myself out there so much, I could even get fired from my job. But I think it's important for me to speak up. Because at this point, my kids are raised. If I end up homeless, who gives a fuck? I don't give a shit anymore. Like, seriously, I don't really give a fuck. I don't want to be. But I'm like, I'm already in prison. And this is how people feel. Like, it feels like a financial lockdown. That's what it feels like. If I want to do extra shit, like, if I want to go here, like, if I want to go do something special, which I don't give a fuck about anymore, I've done cool shit in my life, I have to work so many extra hours to do that. And at this point, I'm just like, man, I just want to work enough to pay my own fucking, like, I don't even want to work. Because it doesn't feel like it's worth it. Like, seriously. I don't like going to work. I don't enjoy it. Whatever the job is, I don't fucking enjoy it. I don't enjoy being around the people. But that's just me, man. I don't relate to most people. And I think that a lot of the youth feels the same. I feel like they don't relate to the fucking old people. The old people don't relate to it. And you don't have to relate. But it's just like, when it comes to the boomers, they have like no compassion. They have like zero compassion. And then that's what I'm saying, like, the young people, you think they're gonna have compassion when they're being raised with no empathy? You think they're gonna have a compassion when, like, man, I am not rooting for social breakdown. What I would like to happen is, like, people to feel it more economically, especially women. So I don't want a depression. I don't want an extended fucking, a hard recession. But I think that most people need to fucking feel, I think most people need to come back down to reality and realize, man, this shit fucking sucks. Why the hell do we have to keep going through these booms and busts? For the rich, these rich people just keep on fucking taking more money. They keep on getting more assets and taking away from the youth. And then the youth's like, why are we working? Let's burn this fucker down. Let's burn it down. Fuck these old people. Let's burn it down and rebuild it. Because these fucking old people, all they're doing is caring about their own self-interest. They don't give a fuck about young people. They don't give a shit about the youth. I remember hearing, and this is true, the youth is the future. Well, the boomers are treating us like the boomers are the future. They're not. You're fucking done. You've lived your life. I've lived my life. Like, fucking grow up. These fucking boomers need to grow the fuck up, man. I'm so tired of these fucking boomers. They're like fucking teenagers. Like, seriously. When you get older, you're supposed to, like, care less about material shit. You're about to fucking die, dude. You should be preparing for your next life. Not just sitting here, like, just continuously consuming and not giving anything back to the youth. And then you fucking piss on them too and calling them fucking lazy and worthless when you are the ones that fucking create them. I'm not gonna say all boomers. I'm not gonna say, because there's good boomers. But they're fucking rare, man. Most boomers are completely out of touch. In my videos, I'm trying to convey a message. I'm not making any threats. Please, I don't want any of that shit. I don't like violence. I don't want it to get like that. I don't want social breakdown. I just want people to fucking wake up and realize what the fuck is happening, man. Just wake up and realize, fuck, what am I doing? What are we doing? Don't you boomers actually give a fuck about your kids? Like, these boomers are gonna take every single fucking penny that they've accumulated, and they might have a house. They're gonna reverse that fucking mortgage, and they're gonna pass on nothing onto their fucking kids. My parents, they ain't passing on shit to me. And I know this. I'm not gonna have Social Security. Why the fuck am I paying into it? Fuck these old people, man. I don't give a fuck. And I hate to be like that, but I matter more than them. These young people matter more than me. Why the fuck are they paying into your shit? These boomers have had the greatest economic boom on the face of this fucking planet. And they decided to go into multiple marriages and fucking waste all this fucking money and haven't thought about retirement at all. And they're gonna depend on the fucking youth to take care of them. Like, seriously. Like, I'm gonna have a hard time enough taking care of myself and then worrying about my fucking kids. If my parents come up to me and ask me for fucking, I'm not gonna be able to help you. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I have to worry about myself. Like, even if I wanted to help, I'm not gonna be able to. Like, seriously. Like, this is a warning to you fucking boomers. I wish things were different. I wish things were fucking different. But you helped create this fucking mess, and you're making it worse. Like, these fucking old boomers are voting for fucking Kamala. It's so crazy. It's so crazy to how ignorant people are. And it's the youth sees it. The youth sees it because they're not on mainstream media. They don't consume mainstream media like these boomers do. These boomers, like, they live in some type of bubble, this Disneyland dystopia that's not fucking reality. These boomers don't give a shit about the youth, man. So that's what I'm saying. The youth is gonna end up fucking, they're pissed off already. And they're not gonna give a fuck about the boomers. Seriously, you're gonna see a lot of fucking boomers in the streets begging for fucking money. You're gonna see a lot of boomers homeless. You're gonna see a lot of women homeless. I hope it doesn't turn like that. Like I said, if it turns bad, I'm going towards the woods. I'm gonna try to survive. I'm not gonna try to survive in the fucking urban areas. Fuck that. It's ridiculous. It's you could say I'm hyperbolic or whatever the fuck you want to say. When there's no carrot for the youth, when they fucking feel hopeless, fuck, I already feel hopeless, and I'm old. I've already lived my life. These kids hadn't even started living their lives, and they already feel fucking hopeless. That is a fucking disaster waiting to happen. You boomers are relying on these fucking kids to take care of you. You're gonna see elder abuse skyrocket. You're gonna, like, seriously, especially, I hope this doesn't ban me, but if it bans me, I don't fucking care, man. What does it fucking matter? Go ahead, fucking ban me. Because I'm telling the truth. Ridiculous. Can't even tell the truth. Can't even tell the fucking truth. That's why I post on X. Because I don't have to filter myself. Maybe slightly, but not as much as I do on here. Hey, what's the difference? If I get fucking banned off of here, I get banned off of here. I can always create a channel on Rumble. I mean, what's the difference? Because I get the same amount of views as I do on here anyway. This is a fucking powder keg ready to fucking explode, man. How much more do you think that these kids are going to be able to take until they say fuck it? Like, seriously, how much more of these do you think? How much more do you think these kids are going to take of not having a family that gives a shit about them? These young men having no prospects of women, no prospects of ever having kids, and they're fucking financially poor. How much longer until they say, fuck your society, we're burning this shit down? How much longer? It ain't gonna take much, man. They're already fucking pissed. They are fucking pissed. Like, I'm literally living their life almost. I'm a little bit better off than they are. But what I'm trying to say is, if I'm feeling fucking hopeless and I'm simulating their fucking life, how the fuck do you think they feel when they have it way worse than I have it? I'm just simulating their life. Like, seriously, I am fucking simulating their life. They have too much fucking burdens put on them. People need to wake the fuck up.